Welcome to Pro Stitcher Tutorials. I'm Kim Sandberg. I want to walk you through all the great things that we can do with repositioning. This is one of the most important things to learn and understand how it functions in Pro Stitcher because it allows you to easily reposition your design in many different ways. Because we all have that time where we're not sure exactly what happened, but we know that what's on the screen is not matching up with what's on the quilt. So let me walk you through all the repositioning features. So let's take a look at the screen. I have a design opened here, and just to show you what we can do with repositioning. First of all, the repositioning features are all found by selecting the Modify tab and then touching Reposition. We have a lot of options over here in the sidebar. So first of all, the one thing I really want to stress is repositioning is done according to our needle position. And remember, when we look at the screen, my needle is where those crosshairs are. And remember, we can always line up our needle by looking at the quilt and moving our needle there so that we know exactly where we're going to be placing that design. So first of all, up at the top, we've got Start Point. If we touch Start Point, it moves the design so that the start point is exactly where our crosshairs are. Next, we have our current. Now, the current is not going to show anything currently on my screen. This is if you are stitching and you are in pause mode. You get that gold circle. That is your current when you pause. That is your current point, and you can reposition using that. Now to reposition with our end point, I can touch end point. Once again, if I hit refresh here, we can see. So in fact, I'll just zoom out a little bit here so you guys can see how this moves around. Now if I just want to center the design on my crosshairs, I can touch center. Now this drag button here in the middle is the same as the drag that's over here in my quick access tools. When I touch drag, it's activated and it now says drop. It's green and it says drop. And it means that my design, as a matter of fact, my entire workspace is essentially attached to my crosshairs. So if I move my machine, moving my crosshairs, my design moves with it. Now, normally, the way that we have been teaching you to use this is using it where we drop our needle and then we advance the fabric at the same time when we're doing an edge to edge. But remember, you can absolutely use the drag and drop without dropping your needle to move your design around. So give that a try. It's a great way to reposition your design. Okay, I'll touch drop. Next, the next set of features have to do with the quadrants of the crosshairs. So if I want to place the top left corner of my design at my needle, I touch top left. You can see that there. The top left corner of my design is at the needle. The same with top right, bottom left, or bottom right. These are really great when you're positioning, like say that you want to slightly reposition an edge-to-edge design that you already have set up. It's quilting off of both sides. You can move your machine up to the top left corner, touch top left, and it will drop that design exactly where it belongs. Now the last feature here, I'll touch my refresh button so we can move on this, is our nudge buttons. And they are such awesome tools. They allow us to move our design in any one of these directions, and you'll notice in the top left corner of my workspace, it tells me exactly which direction it's nudging it in. And it's nudging it by very small increments right now. I can easily change that by tapping here in the center. The little keypad shows up, and I can change this. For example, if I wanted to move my design exactly 1/4 inch in one direction, I can type in 0.25, enter, and then when I tap my button, it's going to move it exactly 1/4 inch. So your nudge buttons are just fantastic to use for repositioning. I'm going to go ahead and reset that so it's at the setting that I really like.